sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need him.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Murray. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, Hartley. He hits his target, Lockett, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be enough.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Hartley. They'll get 3 yards on the script. There at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hartley. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hartley going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Raiders nothing.
2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Hartley. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hartley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Powers by at the 40, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It's 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hartley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10.
That's right, man. They don't want it. Walk tight, walk tight. Tight end rock, tight end rock.
Come on.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Murray now. Flush to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Number 34, 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd.
Play fake, Murray. Rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Murray escaping the pressure right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after here coming up. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Lions 17, Raiders 7.
Out deploys the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Hartley. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Hartley, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Hartley flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the gun, Hartley. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation. The kick by Fairbairn is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 down. 3 down. Mike 8. All day, baby. All day. Check. Lucky. Check.
A final shot before half from Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. And to give this time to the tailback.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And the Lions, first down.
They go play action here on first down.
Quickly to Hockenson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
From 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. On play action, it's Murray. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing again, Murray. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
6, Raiders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing to start the drive. Hartley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down at 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
makes the score Lions 33, Raiders 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. Then he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Another